Hello visuals, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Pokemon Thursday with me, Daniel from the Visuals Guys, and this week we're all going to be talking about Digimon. That's not me that's not me laughing at Digimon. It's just the most shittiest private joke amongst myself. I bet even the people that watch these don't even say it or get a giggle, but for whatever reason I just say it and I giggle. But no, we are talking about Pokemon, and I am so guilty of doing this. You would have seen it by now. We did a video called My Favourite Pokemon from Unova, and at the end of it, it's like, oh, we can make it a mini-series. And before, because that video hasn't even gone up yet, but before the video comes up in this new mini-series I created, instead of waiting for feedback and reaction, you know, small channel, we get like 4 or 5 views. If 1 or 2 of them people comment or engage, before any of that information is stored and taken in, or lack of information, I just go into it anyway and do another episode 2. I just roll with it and fuck it. That's right, visuals, we are doing it again. We are going to be talking about my 10 favourite Pokemon. I don't know what I was going to say. I stuttered or couldn't get my words out to say 10 favourite. Fuck knows. We're going to talk about my 10 favourite Pokemon from the region of Kalos. Why Kalos? Well, I thought Kalos because it's recently-ish been added to Pokemon Go. And I thought, oh, well, fuck it, we'll go for Kalos. If you like baguettes, if you like miming, and if you like croissants, you've come to the right way. Is that racist? I feel like there may have been... Is that right? Frenchist. But no, if you do like cool little frogs and little witchy foxes and little apricorn chestnut things, you come to the right place, because here is my 10 favourite Pokemon from the region of Kalos. Don't forget to let me know yours. Kicking off, we have the fighting panda bear himself. It's Pangoro. The only thing I don't like about this is that he's dark type as well. It sometimes really annoys me when there's a Pokemon that is a type and is also weak to the same type it is, because if you come up with another fighting type using Pangoro, he's weak to fighting, but he is fighting because of the dark element. But anyway, Pangoro is still as a design. Pancho and Pangoro, the whole line is so fucking cool. I remember getting a Pangoro on my team for the first time. I remember seeing him in Detective Pikachu and thinking, that is so fucking cool. It just takes a real world animal and it ultimately doesn't change a hell of a lot. I mean, he still pretty much looks like a panda. You can see that straight away. But they put their own little flair on it and give it that Pokemon magic, which just looks outstanding. He's an awesome Pokemon. I do really love him. Up is nice and simple, but it's to do with my weird fetish. It's not even a fetish. Why did I say fetish? My love for the grass type, and it's Gogo. I fucking love Gogo. He is so cool. He is so badass. He is a goat with leaves everywhere. He's got a little leafy beardy bit going on. He's obviously, I can't remember the fucking gym leader's name now. He's an ace for a gym leader. Skidoo's a fun Pokemon. You get the little not mini game, but mini part of the journey where you can ride around on a Skidoo and stuff. But I love Gogo. He's so much fun. He's a grass type. Had him on my team when I've done Kalos runs so many times. Awesome Pokemon. Next up, it's Halucha, who I recently did an FFF on a few weeks back. Go check that out. Halucha, yes. Why? Because it involves flying types, one of my favourites, and wrestling, something I absolutely love. And more importantly, the luchador sort of... is that another racist thing? I don't think so. Another element in the world that I love. It's a masked wrestler, but he's a bird, flying type, acrobatics, high jump kick, fly. Can he learn fly? I can't remember now. Might even be able to learn. I think he can. Whatever. But he's a really cool Pokemon, an amazing shiny form as well. Plus, there's a lot of Pokemon on this list which are attached to Ash, and it was one of my favourite teams of recent memory that Ash had had. And plus, obviously, it was the first time at that current moment in time we saw Ash get so close to being champion. The way he got Halucha was really, really cool. I fucking love him so much. And I like the idea of the fight and flying type. That's really, really fun. So Halucha is on the list. Revenant, yes, again with the grass type in, and I've got also he's a ghost typing. I am a coward. I am a complete coward when it comes to anything scary. I will happily admit that right now. But I love the idea and the imagery of a spooky woods where the trees come to life and you know they're terrifying. Plus the story behind Phantump and all this and going into Revenant. He is such a cool fucking Pokemon. Admittedly, Somebody I haven't had on a million different runs. I've done him on a couple, obviously, but not a great deal. But he's such a cool design. He's such a cool type, and I love the ghost grass, whatever. I love everything about him. He's such an awesome Pokemon, and a welcome addition at the time, and still to the world of Pokemon when he was introduced. He feels very unique and on his own. The whole line, like I said, Phantom into Revenant, so amazing. Hi, Rantrum! And also my favourite fossil Pokemon of all time. Big dinosaur. That's pretty much all I need to say about it. I love dinosaurs. I love T-Rexes. He's just a big fucking dinosaur. Yeah, like I said, being my favourite fossil, he had to make the list. Rock Dragon, cool typing, cool design, cool look. Maybe the best rock type for me. No, I don't know. Maybe not. It all changes and stuff. But no, he just looks great. A Pokemon I definitely used so many times. To be fair, both fossils in the Kalos games were cool, but Tyrantrum just stands out above all fossils for me. It's Talonflame. I love Talonflame purely because 9 times out of 10, when I'm just doing a quick little playthrough, I want to, over the weekend, I want to start the game and finish it by the end of the weekend, and I'm doing a quick run. I always have the regional birds, but Generation 1, normal flying. Generation 2, normal flying. Generation 3, normal flying. Even though they only added, the Taillow into Swallow. Generation 4, normal flying. Generation 5, piece of shit, fuck off. Generation 6, wait up. Flying fire, yes, they put a nice little twist on it, and obviously we go back onto normal flying and then flying steel, but they put a nice little twist on this, and it felt awesome and great and unique. Usually when I ran through the Kalos games, I would always have Chespin as my starter, and what a cool fire type just to add to your team. And again, another Pokemon used by Ash, but it was so nice to get Fletchling, evolve them all the way, and have basically your fire and your flying type, if you want them types of your team, straight away from day dot of the game, because you get Fletchling, obviously he's a regional bird, you get him early on. He is such a cool fucking Pokemon, extremely strong, extremely powerful. They're the same fucking thing, Dan. Great design, great look, great evolutionary line, and what a way to flare up the regional bird, which I guess you could argue becomes a bit boring and mundane and, same old sort of carry on. But I fucking love this boy. We've just mentioned him. It's Chespin, yes. This is the first time, usually it's the fully evolved forms on my favourite list, but this time we're going for Chespin. I fucking love Chespin. There was something very unique, and again, I think it's because he was very over animated and fun and to see and stuff in the anime, but there was something about Chespin that felt a little bit different and unique to your usual start. I don't know, he had some sort of little flair or something that was surrounding him. As soon as I seen him and they revealed him, here's your starter, Fennekin, Froakie and Chespin. I looked at Chespin and thought, you are fucking awesome. You are so friggin' cool. I absolutely fell in love with him. Quilladin, not really, it freaks me out. Chestnut, really cool, but Chespin, I can't even find the right words to describe it. This just something about that cat that I absolutely adore, and I had to put him on the list. Next up, this is kind of Max Mofo's fault. It's Noivern, again used by Ash, another awesome Pokemon. The dragon aspect in there, flying aspect in there, 2 cool types for me. Design amazing, these big boombox speaker ears, amazing. But now, every time I look at Noibat or Noivern, I will scream it in my head if I'm, somewhere, or if I'm in the house, like, Noivern, because Max Mofo always says him like that. It instantly made me fall in love, because now every time I looked at him or seen him, I'm like, oh, I've got a Noivern, a Noibat. I would just go nuts with it. So yeah, because of Max, he's up there, but no, for real, he would have been up there anyway. I fucking love this dude. The Noibat is ultimate. Something about it looks really weird and horrible. The little love art thingy, and that's just got the generic normal flying aspect. Obviously it evolves against dragon, but Noivern's cool as fuck. He looks amazing, looks powerful. Fell in love with him in the anime, fell in love with him because of the way Max shouts his name and stuff. Noivern's on the list. It's Greninja. Greninja, again, a water type wouldn't usually beat a grass type in terms of the starters of my favourite list, but Greninja is fucking awesome. He's like the League of the Shadows, the League of Assassins from Batman. So cool, shiny form's amazing. Using the tongue as his little scarf thing, the water shurikens, and Detective Pikachu as well looks amazing. But again, it's another Pokemon that I fell a bit more in love with because of Ash and his Greninja. Obviously, Mega Evolution was introduced in Gen 6. That was an awesome feature, a feature I really, really like. And Ash's Greninja kind of mega evolved, but it changed form into Ash Greninja. You know, it looked like it had his hat on and stuff, and certain bits would change, a bit of white here and stuff. And he is so fucking cool. And when Ash says goodbye to him and he goes off with Zygarde at the end, for a grown man, I was heavily flowing with the tears. So I think that image is always in my head. Froakie, this is probably one of the regions where a lot of the time I will chuck Froakie in over Chespin. No, and probably Chespin still a bit more, but Froakie comes into Choki a hell of a lot, and it's because I love Greninja. I love his sprite in the game. I love the way he stands. I love the way when he comes in for an attack, he stands up and he does this stuff. I love being able to get to use Ash Greninja when we got to play the Alola games probably for the first time. You know, we got the demo and we got Ash Greninja. I've still got that same Ash Greninja in my Pokemon bank. So yeah, awesome Pokemon. What a way to get a home run on the design of a fully formed Startermon from a newer generation. Awesome Pokemon. And kicking off and finishing off the list, it's Gudra, the pseudo-legendary of the region. You find in a nice little swampy marshlands, obviously Goomy, Sliggoo. You evolve for leveling up at a certain level with it raining. And again, fell in love with it because of Ash. Obviously, that Goomy fell on his head. The way he brought it back for battles and stuff. Especially the league at the end, it wanted to protect the other monster, the mons in the swamp. Obviously, because it was a little Goomy come back protect. He was just so cool and so powerful. And what a way to make a dragon feel, because a lot of the times dragons feel a bit, you know, the same. You're sort of rugged, sharp, scary looking. Where this was sort of not intimidating at all and sort of soft looking. You know, obviously I had all its goo dripping off. It's a Gudra. The whole design aspect, the colour scheme, the way it looked really adorable, but it was so fucking powerful. I fell in love with Gudra straight away. He is my favourite Kalosmon. There we go, visuals. That was my 10 favourite Pokemon from the region of Kalos. Yeah, next week we'll get back to normal showing. Like I don't know if I explained at the start of this video. Bees dying off in the bed, she's knacking her back. I thought I'll let you chill, you know, sit back and relax. I'll go in the other room, record where the lighting's shit. And apart from that, the visuals, that was this week's Pokemon Thursday. Hope you come with Booski, and like I said, I'm going to repeat myself again. Let us know your favourites, and let us know if you hate any of my favourites on put this list. Visuals, thank you guys for watching. We'll keep being you. Keep on, keep it out.